Today we're talking about DJI Mic 1 and the DJI Mic 2. This is not a sponsored video, and I've had the Mic 2 for about a week before launch. Don't ask me where I got it from, but I can tell you it is a fantastic microphone system. But is it worth the extra €100 over the DJI Mic 1, which is also a fantastic wireless microphone system? And if you already have DJI Mic 1, do you need to sell it and upgrade to DJI Mic 2? There are a couple of main differences between these two. The Mic 2 has 32-bit float, and if you've never used 32-bit float, the chances are you probably don't need to. I set my levels correctly and I have no need for 32-bit float. It's a nice safety net, but I just don't ever use it. The other thing is that you can take out the Mic 2, just the microphone itself, connect it to the DJI Pocket 3, the DJI Action 4, the Insta360 Ace Pro, or your mobile phone, and you can use it without any of this, just wirelessly. That's pretty fantastic, and I like doing that because I don't have to take any of this stuff with me. And it works really well. It's a stable connection, so that's pretty cool. They both come with a case. Now, the case will charge everything inside twice, so that's pretty cool. They have wind muffs for both of the microphones, so that's great. They both have L-shaped TRS cables to connect to various devices, and they both come with some kind of case to keep this all safe. So is there a reason to upgrade or to spend the extra money? Now this comes in at €359 or dollars. This comes in at 100 less. You can pick up the microphone itself, like I said, for $99, and it comes in black or white. And you can pick up just the microphone and the receiver, the transmitter, for $219, whereas this is $159. So there is a bit of difference in prices, obviously. I'm not going to say the DJI Mic 2 isn't worth it, because it is really great. Now today we're going to do a series of tests for you to listen to, and I'm going to blur out the microphone so you have no idea which one of these I'm using, and you're going to be able to decide for yourself if there is a difference between these. I'm going to be testing them inside and here. There's a bit of an echo in here, but you're going to be able to hear what it sounds like. I'm going to go outside and test them in a noisy environment, and I'm going to turn on the noise cancellation on the Mic 2 so you can see if that makes any difference. I don't really like noise cancellation because it makes my voice sound a little bit weird. We're going to test it outside where it's nice and quiet. We are going to do the voiceover, so a little bit of a kind of an ASMR kind of whisper, and see what that sounds like. We're going to do a distance test because that's important for a lot of people. I have no idea why, but you probably don't need to go more than 10, 20 meters away from your camera. We're going to do outside, just ambience without me talking, which will be nice. And we're going to do the lav mics and see if there's a difference between them. Now, I don't have DJI Lav Mic. You can pick it up for about €39 or dollars, but I will be using my Rode one. The thing is I did connect it to the actual microphone where it has a little hole behind it, but it's loose. So I don't know if that's for every lav mic or you have to buy the DJI Lav Mic, but it was loose. So if you're connecting it to your actor, your client, then it could fall out. Unlike the Rode microphones where you screw it in and it is a lot more stable. You know 110% that it's not coming out and it's always going to work. The other thing before we go out is both of these have a touchscreen, but Mic 2 has a little wheel. Now, the frustrating thing that I found over the last few days is that the wheel is only for a certain thing, so you have to use the touchscreen anyway, and it's not very responsive on these microphones. It's a little bit frustrating sometimes, and it's even more frustrating that the wheel doesn't work on anything, so I have to use the touchscreen anyway. That out of the way, let's go out and see what these sound like. Right, I didn't go far. I'm in the same setting, but I am now using microphone number 1. And this is what it sounds like. I've connected it to the DJI Action 2 magnetic necklace, and it's cool because I don't have to use the, magnet things. I just stick it on and it's there. Let's try the second microphone system. Right, now I'm using microphone number 2, and this is what it sounds like. I just had a helicopter fly over the top, so I had to wait for a couple of minutes. And what can I tell you guys? This is my studio. I've set everything to kind of orangey colors, which is nice because it makes it feel nice and warm in here. And I think now is the time for us to go outside and see what they sound like outside. So we're outside and I am using microphone number 1. I wonder if you've guessed which one is which, but in the studio it's pretty echoey, and out here it's more of a normal kind of situation that you'd all be in. I am in an area that's pretty quiet, so we will go to basically next to a busy street in a minute, so you can listen to what it sounds like there, and I will turn the noise cancelling on when it comes to the DJI Mic 2. So you can hear that and you can see if it makes any difference and if it makes the voice sound a little bit roboty or crazy. So let's try mic number 2. So now we have mic number 2 and this is what it sounds like. It's a little bit windy, so I'm wondering if I need a wind muff, but I guess not. I can hear sirens in the background and I'm really cold. In fact, I am pretty freezing out here. As you can see, there is snow all around me, and it's not the most pleasant day because it is pretty high moisture today, so it's that kind of freezing you feel inside your bones. So now we're listening to mic number 1, and I have it connected to the Rode lav mic. I know people like using lav mics because they're a little bit more subtle and you can hide them quite easily. So using them at weddings or, even on your YouTube channel, but for talent, it really comes in handy. The DJI lav mic is about €39 or dollars, and I'm guessing it's got a thicker cable so it doesn't slide in and out of the actual DJI Mic 2. We are now listening to mic 2, and I haven't changed anything really. I've just plugged in the other microphone, so this is what the other microphone sounds like. I wonder if there's any difference between the two. In fact, I know there really isn't much difference because I've been testing this for a few days, and they both sound identical to me. The only really difference between them is the float and the Bluetooth connections. If you have a Pocket 3, then you might have gone with the combo and you already have the DJI Mic 2, so you might not have to pick up the actual full set. All in all, using it with a lav mic is nice and it's comfortable and it comes in handy. So this is what mic 2 sounds like. So right now we are doing distance test with mic number 1, and this is what I sound like here. I'm going to walk back and you're going to see if it makes any difference. Here I'm already a fair distance away from the camera, and I don't think anybody needs to go much further. And if I turn around, we can see if it cracks out. So I'm going to count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to go a bit further. So this is a very far distance from the camera, and I'm 100% confident that the mic 1 is working, whatever mic that could possibly be. But if I turn around, I feel it might cut out. Now there is a lot of Wi-Fi around here, a lot of interference. So let's try it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's try mic number 2. Right, we are now using mic number 2 for the distance test, whatever microphone that might be. And as you can hear, it's probably really nice and clear here. I'm going to walk back a bit. And now we're again at exactly the same distance we were with mic number 1. I really don't know if anybody needs to go further, but because it's you guys, I will go further. I'm going to count 10 and see if it cuts out. I have had some cut out with both microphones, so I'm not really surprised if you turn around and you don't have line of sight to the microphone that it cuts out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, let's walk back further. Right, I am once again in exact same spot that I was with mic number 1, and this is how you can hear me. And I'm also 100% certain that you can hear me clearly. I'm not sure with all this Wi-Fi around me how it'll be like when I turn around. You have no line of sight, but let's check that out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's good I can count, huh? Right, let's get on to the next tests. Right, so now we have microphone number 2, and there are a lot of cars coming by, so you can hear what this sounds like. It's pretty noisy around here, especially for me. I'm stuck in the studio most of the time listening to my own voice, so standing here with all this noise really makes my head hurt, and that's quite quickly. So right now we have microphone number 1, and I am on a busy street. There is a tram going by right now, so this is what it sounds like with a lot of noise around. Microphone 1 does a good job, as does microphone 2. But one of them does have noise cancellation, and we're going to turn that on so you guys can hear what it sounds like when I'm next to a semi-busy street in Łódź, Poland. Right, we're now filming with the microphone on and noise reduction has been turned on. And this is what it sounds like with noise reduction on and cars going by. Obviously, this is the DJI Mic 2 because the other microphone, the Mic 1, does not have noise reduction. And I'm wondering what it's making my voice sound like. There is a tram about to come by, so you can hear what an actual tram sounds like as it's coming by. This may be a bit long because it's going to take about 10 seconds for it to get here. And here it comes. So I'm going to switch the camera around a little bit so you can actually see that there is a tram going by. And my voice is, well, I guess there's voice cancellation going on. Does it make any difference or not? And does I? That's not English. I would get a slap from my English teacher. Do I sound like a robot or not when I'm speaking with noise cancellation on? I can easily turn it off just by pressing the on and off button, which is a bit dangerous because you can turn it on and off at any time. I wonder if DJI can change that or add a lock or something. Right, this is mic number 1. And as I'm flying my drone over these Alps, it suddenly strikes me that it's not a drone. It's a tool, and it doesn't matter if you're flying DJI, Altel, or any other brand, as long as you can get the shot. And now we're going to try whispering. Right next to me, I have a Nucleus N follow focus. I also have the Nucleus Nano 2. At the end of the day, they both pull focus, which is the most important part. Right now, I'm holding mic number 2, and this is what it sounds like if you're doing a little bit of voiceover. Above me, I have 2 Amaran lamps. One of them is a tube, the other is a roll-up, and both are absolutely fantastic. Now if we whisper, this is what ASMR would sound like on this microphone. If you are doing ASMR or voiceover on these microphones, I would recommend that you use the wind muff, or else the p that comes out your mouth will sound absolutely terrible. So it's pretty interesting listening to both these microphones and not knowing which one is which because they sound very similar. The Mic 2 obviously has advantages and you might or might not need those. For comparison, right now you're listening to the Sony a7S III with no microphone at all. It's using its own microphone set to 26. All my other settings on the Sony a7S III were set to 10. And that's about it. I mean, if you don't need the float, you don't need the Bluetooth connections, the Mic 1 really is a fantastic microphone system that I've used for a long time. And in the 5 years I've been on YouTube, I've not once needed to use float. And in the 20 odd something years I've been working in the film world on different film sets, I've never used float. So it's a nice safety net. It's a very comfortable safety net because you can scream and you can whisper and you can still bring it all back. But if you don't need it and you know how to set your levels, then the Mic 1 is a fantastic system. But the Mic 2 is better. Anyway, if you did like my film, give me a like. There will be links down below. Subscribe and ring that bell. That'll be much appreciated. And I'm going to catch you on the next one. Oh, I'm still considering whether to send this back or not because I did buy it with my own money. And considering I don't use float and I already have the DJI Mic 2 in the pocket free combo, I might just send it back and save myself all that money.